Pick up some spaghetti. It's a little place called Angelo's. Well, we're going to drop off these 2 lasagnas at your doorstep. Hello. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, thank you.
On the braking, can I help you?
I refuse to support any country that supports abortion. Thus, I do not support this country. Like I was saying the other night, this is Thanksgiving traffic. So this is a weekend right before Thanksgiving. So everybody's getting off the airport. I really don't know which way to go. I can go towards Six Flags, go maybe towards Arlington, or I can just cut back in and stay on the road that I'm at. So we'll have to see. 10 West is kind of in this area. I don't know, you know. I can stay on Texas 10, head west, I guess, and see what happens, you know. But it's really bad. There's a lot of traffic right now. I know it doesn't really look too bad, but it gets bumper to bumper. It gets kind of like Los Angeles, you know, even though it's, you know, HEB, Texas, and edge of Fort Worth, you know. Fort Worth has always kind of had a little bit of a problem with traffic, but it's getting a little bit better. But during the holidays, there's certain times when it's bumper to bumper, and when there's ice out, which right now we're okay, but when there's ice out, you got to really watch out. And I got 2 tires that I'm going to have to start worrying about here pretty soon. Like a lot of people probably in the same boat. I don't even know what the cost of a tire is right now. Look at discount tires. But eventually I'm going to have to get winter tires coming up here pretty soon. They say New York got hit with the worst winter storm of all time a couple days ago. So I don't know what's going to end up happening. So far it's just been a little rainy. And we're dealing with November 20th, 2022. Just passing the Euless area, or just entering Euless, but about to pass Euless, and well, we'll have to see. Do a whole lot of movie reviews. I do sometimes. I will do a movie review, but sometimes I do what's called movie predictions, and this has nothing to do with the Academy Awards or anything like that. It's kind of like
from seeing trailers, I study the trailer, and I think to myself, what's going to be worth going to the movie theater, going inside, getting a hot dog and a drink, and sitting down, and actually watching a movie at the movie theater. And some things have caught my attention. There's an art house film that Cate Blanchett has got going on that has to do with music, and that one looks interesting. I would probably say that might be a good one to go see. I don't know the name of it though. I just know Cate Blanchett's in it. Another one I've considered is Fableman, which is Spielberg, mostly because David Lynch is acting in it, and it's always exciting to see David Lynch act as an actor. That one I probably would say, another butthole behind me, right there. That one I'd probably say, it could be okay. I don't know. I like Paul Dano. Another thing that Paul Dano did, if you ever you go on to those movie sites, those platforms like YouTube and the other one, there's a bunch of them. Apple TV or whatever it may be, whatever you can buy off of. I don't know. Hulu. I don't know if you can find it, but it's called Being Flynn. Robert De Niro's like one of his best performances. It's really, really good. And Paul Dano's in it. It's a biopic. And going back here for a minute, Fableman's also a biopic. This seems to be the last 2 years of films about biopic, going back to P.T. Anderson and Licorice Pizza, also a biopic. But it seems that's real popular right now, especially filmmakers making movies, almost fictional movies about their life that are like biopics, fictional biographies, which I think is interesting. So that's what Fableman's is, like a fictional biography about Spielberg. Now, it looks kind of interesting. I'd like to see David Lynch pull off John Ford, the filmmaker. So it could be something interesting. Now, I have to be honest, I didn't like the trailer so much. There seems to be some creativity by it, but you can never judge a movie by the trailer. And really, to be honest, the trailer is the thing that catches me in a movie. I always watch the trailer and I'm like, okay, this looks like something I want to go see. The trailers are real exciting. It's got the great voice that's speaking out, or it used to back in the day. And it looked like a really good kind of thing. Another movie that I think is going to be a good one, okay, this is something that you might want to mark on your calendar to go see, is a movie called Inside, and it's starring William Dafoe. And this will probably be my movie prediction, to go see a movie. Like, what is it going to be good? This one looks good. It's kind of art house. It looks like a really good performance from William Dafoe. William Dafoe is like one of my he's like one of my favorite actors. He's really, really good. I loved him in Platoon and then also The Florida Project and a bunch of other movies that he's been in. But this one looks like he's really reaching somewhere, and looks like it's a good one. An exciting film. There's nothing better than in the holidays to sit down and watch an exciting film. Now, of course, Frank Capra. If you go way back, Frank Capra's got a lot of great collections. It's a Wonderful Life and all that stuff is great to watch during the holidays as well. So there's some really good stuff that you go see. This one's really just kind of paying tribute to modern day cinema, modern day films that are out there that you possibly might enjoy. Another platform, or you could say a online application, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what they call it. Movie application or whatever, or what it really is just a channel. It's called Mubi. It's M-U-B-I. It's got a weird name, but they've got a lot of great movies on it. I thought about eventually maybe one day subscribing to it. Right now, I don't subscribe to anything but YouTube. YouTube has some good movies. You got to turn it up a little bit on it, but YouTube always is showing some really good movies. But Mubi looks pretty good, and it's getting a lot of attention on YouTube, and it's got a lot of attention lately. And I like to see those kinds of things out there where you have access to really good film and media, documentaries, and maybe even really good movies, narratives, and Asian films, foreign films, everything from Akira Sari to to Martin Scorsese, to Ingmar Bergman, to even Woody Allen. They've got all kinds of stuff on Mubi that's cool. I'm seeing mostly foreign films, like Swedish films, things like that, stuff that you've never seen before. There's something that also looks interesting. It's something to do with like a pigeon sitting on a shelf or something. It's got a weird title. The Pigeon on a Branch. Yeah, a pigeon sitting on a branch. It looked really cool. Swedish or something in that nature. Some foreign film. And that one looks kind of cool. So anyway, these are my movie predictions. Check them out. There's a lot of good stuff floating around. I don't know which one's going to be a good one. Like, I thought Matrix, the most recent one, part 4 or whatever, I thought it was going to be good, and it was actually quite the opposite. The Resurrection one, the one where Keanu Reeves is older, just didn't do the thing for me. But I do recommend the original Matrix with Keanu Reeves, the original one that came out a long time ago. It's actually pretty good. Anyway, that was the movie review that we did a while back. We did the Matrix one, and it was a disappointing piece of beep. But the original is actually pretty good. Also, I was thinking about recently, I heard a rumor that Christopher Nolan, when he made The Following, which was his first big feature, he watched Goodfellas over and over again. And if you've ever seen The Following, that's actually really good, Christopher Nolan. And also Goodfellas, too, which is Scorsese's masterpiece. And I'm thinking about maybe watching that, and not necessarily just to watch Goodfellas again. I like Goodfellas, it's pretty good. Sometimes I'll watch during the holidays sometimes, but I'm kind of curious why Christopher Nolan watched Goodfellas when he was making The Following. And The Following wasn't exactly a really violent first movie. It's a good movie, but it kind of makes me think: was he looking at some kind of structure, something about Goodfellas, that there's something there that he watched over and over again? I think he watched it each night as he was filming The Following, which I do recommend. The Following too, which is Christopher Nolan, another one that you can find on different sites and stuff like that. But anyway, those are some of my art house cinema, I guess you could say just plain cinema and art house cinema recommendations for possible good movies that are coming to be or that are already there.